Okay, last part. Forever and ever.
Forever and ever and ever.
Oh yeah.
So aphasias are
This is the last.
a couple language problems. Or a language problem. What kind of language problem? Am I doing? Speaking language. So aphasia is a speaking language. We have a couple of different types here and have some more videos for you. Less information, more video. This is broken. So the problem is fluency.
And stool, is it a boy? Is it landing down? The girl is laughing. And cookie jar, window, curtains, and out the garden, and trees, low grass, and lady washing the dishes, and hot and cold water, flashing, running floor, and two cups of coffee or empty. Cupboard and cupboards, and is it washing, flashing,
Frontal, parietal, temporal, occipital.
and roof too, roof.
Where's the problem?
Oh, that they're speaking. It's in the front of the board. It's right here. That's weird, man.
The answer should be. Where's the problem?
Oh.
Okay, it is buffalo. No, right? That's Broca's aphasia. Frontal cortex, right? Left side is frontal cortex. So, you might have noticed that the speech was very applicable, right? She was having trouble getting the words out. It's a motor problem for the language. It is a language problem, it's a multi-language problem. Comprehension, the words probably made sense with what we described in the scene in front of her, picture. So, comprehension is not a problem. It's a problem with repetition because the problem with speech output. And not surprisingly, you think, why would be this right? Correct choices? What do you think? What do you think happened most likely? and speech problems, right? Output or output problems, so why would it affect? Let's say the right arm. Yeah, it's a motor cortex problem, right? So the speech areas, the frontal cortex, not that far removed from the areas that actually control the hand, legs a little further away. So it probably was a stroke which affected blood supply to that region of the brain. You can have not just very specific. So if you had a stroke, you might have blood flow through a certain portion of the brain. So you might get this condition sign associated. I actually have, this one should be Ornity.
Thanks. And say baseball player, baseball loose, baby loose, baby loose, baby loose, baby loose. Caterpillar, cantaloupe, cantaloupe, cantaloupe. Cantaloupe, cantaloupe, cantaloupe. Okay. All right, I'd like for you to do some things now with your mouth. First thing I'd like for you to do is stick out your tongue. Stick your tongue? Show me how you would kiss. Show me how you love to kiss me. There you go. Show me how you sip on a straw. Show me how Can you sip on a straw? See what a sip sticks. See what a sip sticks onto me. Okay, try this one. See, wait a minute. Listen. Show me how you smile. Show you how to plus me. Show how to plus me. Show how to plus me. Show how to plus me. Stop. Can you smile? Can you smile at me? Now don't smile at me. Don't say what I say. I want you to do this. Watch. What? Look at me. Smile. There you go. That was a very good one. Huh? Smile. 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 There you go. Chew. Show me how you chew gum. Chew. So my. Okay, watch this. Good. All right. Cough. Cough. How you cough me? Cough. There you go. I want you to lick your lips. Let me lick them. Great.
So same four answers?
Oh, are you trying? Sorry.
I love this. The mouse keeps disappearing on me. Wow, it's a lot to click on.
Sorry.
She's not done, right? Ouch.
There's the answer.
Mm-hmm. I have another question.
Okay, the answer is
What is the question?
temporal lobe.
Oh, slow.
Did you have problems with motor? No. It's also called word salad. I like that. Okay. There's a lot of words, but just not a whole lot of meaning there. Comprehension definitely pairs. Repetition follows in pairs. No motor signs, right? Stick out her tongue, she can do all the other things, motor signs. Conduction is basically the connection between the two. So a lot of problems with, especially with repetition, and some other ones like control. Some problem with the damage that you could have. Wow. Okay, here's a reading disorder. First would be alexia. Acquired reading disorder means that something happened, like a stroke, like that was caused it. Now, hopefully you can read your own writing. I might not be able to read writing, that's why I don't like doing it. Writing the exam part. Never read anybody's writing. The problem was reading, so. What do you think? Reading, so this is going to be different than what we're talking about. We're talking about a spoken language, now we're talking about reading language. So some of it could be now involving.
Sip it. Sip it.
Run your 4 choices again.
Just a bit of
4 choices, so I just want to make sure you answer, especially since these are bonus questions today, most asked questions.
Do we have physio Thursday? We have physio
And
Thursday.
hopefully you can get right with the answers in front of you. The other one, it's not the last page. Now here's them in front of you.
They have all those.
Okay, should be a simple.
Oh, should I?
I didn't even know you had some questions.
Me either.
So what's the difference between developmental then? When did that happen? In utero probably, right? So these patients are born with these.
You're not gonna finish physio tonight.
And it can be at different levels. So there's different types of dyslexia.
Make you already have
So it can be dependent upon what the word looks like, if they're easy words, hard words. I've seen some things where they say that B's and D's get switched around because the basically just sort of flipped. So, or even a P that's just sort of inverted, it's almost very similar to that.
What about numbers?
That,
Numbers?
numbers, 6,
Yeah.
9, those type of things. Well, logical is just, you can't read words that aren't words. Most of us can't read them, even though it's not words, you can read them anyways, right? Found it out. This one's a little bit strange, this, recording.
nutrition.
I'm gonna turn down the sound.
So it's supposed to work.
You're supposed to try to visualize what you might actually, you're looking at the word.
We're talking, we're not writing, we're just.
It's like, seeing is very different.
What is this? Oh my god. Are you serious? No, that's oh, I listen to stop, bro.
Problem with development of normal brain connections between the brain.
See how
So
it's
we're looking
connected,
at
and then I'll text you about it. That's fine. I mean, there's a
normal subject, here's the patient
that's
with
good to know. That it's just about
Yes.
so the memory path, much different pattern of activity, right? So darker the color, brighter the color.
because you know
Or activity, you know, there's a rhyming pattern, a lot of what rhymes, the word rhymes. So very different patterns of activity. Here's some non-verbal syndromes. So this is an ability to actually recognize or be aware of an object, not if you can't see it, or see the object, it's in the process. Perceptive is if you, if I saw, if I saw, let's say, or even a water bottle like that, I could see it as a water bottle. Even if I face it on, like this, I can still tell it's a water bottle, right? Person with apperceptive knows you, if you change the perspective, they can no longer recognize it. Associative is trying to name an object. And these can be very specific. Right? They can't name the brand of automobile. And this one, it gives this an ability to recognize faces. What's this one called? No, it's not.
Meet Terry Sweeney, a professional photographer. She was a firefighter until an injury damaged part of her social brain, the circuitry she uses to recognize faces. The disorder is called prosopagnosia.
That's it.
For example, the person Terry has been photographing here is her mother. Now, because of her injury, Terry can't recognize any face. Not even her own mother's. In this test, Terry takes a Polaroid picture of her mother.
Terry, you just took a picture of your mother. And I want you to take a look at these and see if any of them are the picture you took or not.
Now, Massachusetts General Hospital researcher Dr. Nancy Etkoff shows Terry several Polaroids with only faces showing and asks Terry to pick out her mother.
Okay, if you had to guess, which looks to you most like your mother? Just looking now, you can't tell which one of these. None of these really look like your mother to you.
No.
Okay.
If you just cut off the face and I just look at the clothes, I can tell you.
Okay, do you want me to uncover them? Okay, why don't I do that? I'll uncover them so you can see what they're wearing and other parts of the picture.
And see, that's where it is. The pink and purple shirt.
The shirt. You recognize the shirt.
It's the hardest, I think, with my family, not to be able to personalize them. with a face or a sense of timing. You know, it's kind of like I've lost everybody, like everyone's gone, and all that I'm really left with are facts without faces. You know.
When Terry looks at these slides of famous faces, she can't recognize them, although other cues like hairstyle prompt a guess.
Is that Madonna? Because her hair, look at her hair.
It's Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, really? I always feel like I'm struggling and always feel like I'm fumbling through myself to find a connection, to find a bridge that'll just pull everybody right back all of a sudden.
Can you tell who that is?
No.
Okay, I said Bruce Springsteen.
That's not Bruce Springsteen, is it?
Why do you say that?
This guy's ugly.
He look all familiar to you.
No.
What if I say that's you?
I better not be me.
It is.
What did she say? That person ugly?
No, the other person.
She called herself ugly?
He goes,
Oh.
hey, is that what you do when you go to the bathroom? You're like, oh, this is awkward. I have to sit down to pee now.
For that one?
I was on somebody goes pee.
Then.
That should be recognition.
Oh, dude.
Why don't you tell me? I messed up another one.
Upper body.
Here's some other
Android obesity. Apple shape.
So associative pictures are bad, right? Maybe that pretty well. You actually ask them to identify them. Yeah. Apperceptive, I'd say the pictures are pretty horrible, like my pictures, but they can actually correctly identify them.
Let me give you a hint. I'm going to give you a choice, and you tell me what this is.
I can tell you now.
Okay. Is this a clock, a lock, or a telephone?
A lock.
The lock?
A clock, a lock, or a telephone? Okay, let's rule out. Let's rule out a telephone. What? A clock or a lock? Clock. Gotta be a lock. Must be a lock, but.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. But I don't recognize it as a telephone.
Mm-hmm. Do you recognize it as a lock?
No, honestly, I don't. But it's just it really looks very indiscreet to me.
Mm-hmm. But your hands know what they want
I
to do.
know, and they want to do something.
That's right.
I can see them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can just picture them, and I know that I have. It's like I'm doing a combination lock.
Good. Okay, good. We had to work on that one, didn't we?
No shit.
Okay. different
Shit,
types
Sherlock.
of naming, or different types of categories actually are worked out into parts of the brain. So there's persons, animals, or there's different areas laying up, not exactly the same.
They're recording.
So, left hemisphere damage versus right hemisphere damage. So the top pictures, the people with left hemisphere injury. So the right hemisphere is still intact. So what you're getting is what the right hemisphere can do. So in this case, basically the overall pattern is there, but sometimes you lose the detail. And generally these people tend to have a negative apex, right? If you look at right hemisphere damage, so this is what the left hemisphere can do. And it might be detailed, but to actually try to figure out the overall pattern. The overall pattern is basically missing. There can be some detail. And if you look at this is denial of illness, so it's more of a positive effect, right? This one a little bit more clear here. So there's pictures that are shown, they're supposed to duplicate it. So what does the left hemisphere do? It gets the details, but not the whole pattern. Right hemisphere gets the whole pattern, and loses the detail. Same distinction down here. So here's the last picture, one more video and that's it. Unilateral infection, it's affecting which side of the body? Let's say right or left. Now,
Unlike Graham, Peggy Palmer has normal vision. She should be able to copy this star easily.
I'll never get this done.
But something odd is happening. One whole side of the star is missing. Peggy has a condition called visual neglect. Although her eyesight is fine, half of her visual world no longer seems to matter. 10 years ago, Peggy suffered a stroke in the parietal lobes of her brain.
The parietal lobes are concerned mainly with creating a three-dimensional representation of the spatial layout of the world, allowing a person to walk around, to navigate, to avoid bumping into things. When the right point is damaged, the patient is unable to deal with the left side.
This condition has fascinated neurologists for more than a century because it reveals not only how the brain shapes the way we perceive space in the present, it even determines the spatial look of our memories. This became apparent when Peggy was asked to draw a daisy from memory.
Good. The daisy it should be.
For neuropsychologist Peter Halligan, Peggy's drawings reveal exactly what's gone wrong.
It's like a radar system, whereby the actual radar system on the left-hand side is no longer working well. If someone comes in on my left-hand side now, or I hear a sound, my eyes will immediately move to the left-hand side. That makes me, for evolutionary purposes, very aware of my environment. Because if I wasn't aware of those things, I'd have accidents. I'd get hurt, or I might get eaten by wild animals or whatever. Now, in Peggy's case, she will not attend to those things that we would normally be aware of.
Peggy thinks she's drawn her daisies right, until it's pointed out to her.
You noticed that, eh?
Oh dear.
So what Peggy's drawn for us is several nice daisies with the left side missing. Same with this one, and this one, This is a very good example.
I've done it on all of them.
Which means that she's not only neglecting events in the world, but when she conjures up a mental image, she's ignoring the left side of that mental image.
Well, I thought I was going all the way round, you see.
And this shows you that this is not simply a sensory problem, but a problem of consciousness.
I don't know. It's because I was so concentrating on that side, it takes everything away, you see. It's his attention, really. It's taken away. There must be two attentions somewhere in your body. One side's taking the other one away. I can't make it out at all. Very odd.
What the heck?